Innkeeper's breakfast. We hope you enjoy it. In a little town called Bethlehem, there was an innkeeper. He was a jolly, happy person, and every day people would come to stay with him. He worked very hard to keep the inn clean and tidy, and he cooked lovely meals for his guests.
Chicken for you! Thank you very much. Vegetable stew for you! Thank you very much. Lamb chops for you! Thank you very much.
He was such a busy innkeeper.
What a busy fellow, what a busy chap, what a busy fellow, hold on to your hats, sweeping away, sweeping away, sweeping away all day. What a busy fellow, what a busy chap, what a busy fellow, hold on to your hats, dusting away, dusting away, dusting away all day. What a busy fellow, what a busy chap, what a busy fellow, hold on to your hats, cooking away, cooking away, cooking away all day. What a busy fellow, what a busy chap, what a busy fellow, hold on to your hats, working away, working away, working away all day.
The innkeeper liked to work hard and keep his guests happy, but there was one thing that was more important to him than anything. Every morning at exactly 8 o'clock he would sit down at the big table and then he would eat a nice breakfast. The innkeeper loved his breakfast and nobody was allowed to interrupt him until he cleaned it all up. One morning he got up bright and early, he rubbed his eyes, he went downstairs, then he said in a loud voice,
Breakfast!
but as he sat down to eat, there was a loud knock at the door.
Who's that?
The innkeeper opened the door.
Yes? Have you got a room?
The innkeeper sat down again and said in a loud voice,
Breakfast!
but each time he sat down, someone else knocked on the door.
Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. I just want my breakfast alone on my shore, but each time I start, someone knocks at the door. Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. I just want my breakfast alone on my door, but each time I start, someone knocks at the door. Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. Who's that knocking? Tap, tap, tap. I just want my breakfast alone on the door, but each time I start, someone knocks at the door. But each time I start, someone knocks at the door. But each time I start, someone knocks at the door.
Guest after guest arrived until the inn was completely full. It was getting dark. The innkeeper sat down and said in a loud voice,
Breakfast!
but just as he was about, there was another knock at the door.
Who's that?
When he opened the door, there was a man and a lady standing there. The lady was going to have a baby soon, and she looked very tired. We need somewhere to stay.
The inn is full.
But Mary's going going to have a baby. Told Mary and Joseph to go to a stable. Then he slapped them again and said in a loud voice,
Breakfast!
But just as he sat down, there was yet another knock on the door.
Oh
There in the street were some shepherds from the hills. A baby is born today. He is born in this town. Do you know where he is?
no! Go and look in the stable.
big table and said in a loud voice,
Breakfast!
But immediately there was a very loud knock on the door.
Oh no!
3-year-old King stood at the door. We are looking for a baby. He is a very special baby. Do you know where he is?
Go and look in that stable.
kings went to the stable by this time. It was midnight. The innkeeper sat down again, and once again he said in a big loud voice,
Breakfast!
Then the innkeeper could not believe his ears. There was another knock at the door.
Oh no!
He opened the door and there was Joseph again.
I need some hay for the baby to lie on.
Right, I give up. I will bring the hay myself.
The innkeeper looked very hot and bothered. He picked up some hay and followed Joseph down to the stable. He opened the stable door and there he saw Mary, the shepherds, the kings, and a beautiful baby.
Come and see the baby Jesus.
The innkeeper couldn't believe his eyes. It was the most wonderful thing he had ever seen, and he knew that it was really special. He was so excited that, guess what? He forgot all about his breakfast. Thank you for coming to see our play. We hope you enjoyed it. We wish you a happy Christmas.